All right, we're live again with Portland Paper here at Guardian Games. We got another match for round 2 here. We got blue-white control against. We got Colton on Amulet Titan against Aaron on blue-white Azorius control. And seems like blue-white control took game 1, so we're just in time, 30 minutes into the round for game 2, as happens with blue-white control.
Blue-white control.
How do you feel about blue-white control in Modern?
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good also.
Yeah, it has an insane Arclight Phoenix matchup.
Yeah. I think you can also just tune it. If the metagame is known, you can tune it to beat a lot of things.
Yeah. There's a lot of really powerful spells you can play.
Yeah.
And Colton's on Amulet.
It's a deck that kind of went away for a little while, but
When people
perennially
were playing it with
shows up.
Karn.
What's up?
People were playing it with Karn.
Oh yeah, Karn, the great creator. All right. Right. So Aaron choosing not to field the Cavern of Souls, which I presume has named humans because he cast Azusa, and didn't get countered. He might have named Giant for potential Amulet Titan,
In which
but
case
generally
it's cheating. He doesn't have a green source. So
Oh,
Cavern. It has to be on human or.
so yeah, it has to be human. Good point.
What is Azusa other than that? Monk.
A monk, yeah. All right, so he's chosen to Detention Sphere the Amulet.
And Colton was sandbagging an Amulet this whole time.
Also, Colton didn't play any more lands, so that probably factored into the decision.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's also sandbagging a Teleria West. Getting in with Azusa, as Garfield intended.
Yeah, getting in with your 1/2 that is a double explore. Double exploration, sorry. The actual
So
enchantment,
that
right?
should be tapped. Alright, so Amulet sequencing like an expert, casting the Amulet after playing his tapped Teleria West, but that doesn't matter to the texture of this game apparently.
Yeah, I mean, he just has a negate in hand. It's his only piece of interaction.
Right. Okay. So he has a growth chamber. He might choose to Field a Ruin in response to the trigger. I think you have to Field a Ruin the growth chamber, unless you have a counter spell for the Titan, right?
I mean, whatever you get, whatever land you have him get comes into play untapped anyway, right? So.
Yeah, I'm just saying like this cuts him off
in
2 mana.
In response to the.
Yeah, in response to the untapped trigger.
Sure.
So he'll only have 5 mana. Yeah.
I mean, he can still play 2 lands this turn, right?
Oh, good point. Yeah, no, he'll still have 6 mana. He's gonna bounce Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, and then he can play Cavern of Souls, and then he'll have.
Yeah, because he floated a mana before, and he can name Giant
this time.
Yeah. All right, Primordial Titan is
Aaron
online.
Have the path. Yeah.
So
I mean, you definitely get
a lot of
just,
options
like,
available. So Colton likely to get a Slayer Stronghold
and
try
Boros
to
Garrison, right?
try to pressure, but he also has Negate in hand, so he might just go for like untapped. All right.
What does he get? What is the? Let's see, it's gonna be a Cavern.
All right. So Cavern of Souls on Giant. Okay, so he chose to go for more. He chose to go for the Squadron Titan line. So that worked out better because opponent did have the path. So if he had gone for the
attack line.
the Slayer Stronghold line, he would have just not been able to get another Titan.
Yeah. Ooh, bummer that he doesn't have Basic Island, right? Because if he had Basic Island, he could have got it and then transmuted his Teleria West that he bounced.
No, he could still do that because he has Teleria West in play also.
No, I meant last turn when he was tapped
Oh,
out.
yeah.
His opponent pathed his creature.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, he just drew Summoner's Pact, probably.
Ooh, Dovin's Veto. That's rough since he has a negate in hand.
Yeah. Well, he also has Rurik Thar, which is also a giant.
Yeah, and it is also giant.
It is a giant that is giant.
Maybe he just goes for another one.
So the problem with Rurik Thar and Negate, it's kind of a non-bow, right? If I remember how Rurik Thar is worded. Because because like it pings you whenever you cast it's symmetrical.
Oh, it's a symmetrical trigger.
Yeah, let's pull up. Let's see if we can pull
Oh.
up Rurik Thar. So maybe that's why he's neglecting to cast it for now.
So this is gonna be 6 mana from this. What did he Summoner's Pact for?
Rurik Thar the Unbound. He didn't. The Summoner's Pact did not resolve, but he seems like he transmuted a Slayer into a Simic Growth Chamber.
Does he have enough red mana? Oh, I guess it's not. No, it's an Ogre Warrior.
Oh, huh. I thought it was
It's
a
not
giant.
a giant, no.
Ah,
But
so
he can bounce.
the cavern. Yeah.
He can bounce a cavern, rename Ogre, right? Oh, don't play your land. This was printed in Masters 25?
Seems that
That's
way.
so sweet. I love this watermark. It's awesome.
That is a pretty sweet watermark. What other Gate Crash cards could we put at Masters 25? It's Gate Crash, right? I don't
No,
actually
it's
know.
Dragon's Maze.
Oh, Dragon's Maze.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, Gatecrash. You could put like Night Veil Spectre in your set and just ruin limited.
That is true.
What is he transmuting for? I'm really confused about this line. Is he casting Summoner's Pact? He must be, right?
He must have. Otherwise, his opponent would not stop off the force.
Yeah.
Um,
It's exiled. They
surprised he
kinda-
didn't negate back there, because he has mana floating.
Maybe he's saving it for like a cryptic.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, perhaps he used all his blue. He just had like.
Oh, to transmute the Clarion
Yeah,
West.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
just
might
had
just
random
not-
colors floating.
Yeah, he might have had like 4 green or something.
Yeah. That seems reasonable.
Or 3 green. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really agree with this Basuva line that he took. I mean, I guess it's fine because his opponent couldn't like Field of Ruin him twice, right?
Yeah, maybe. Opponent casting Jace on an empty board, which is pretty well, sort of empty. I mean, there's just a 1/2 in play, which is
Yeah,
pretty good feeling.
Which didn't attack last turn.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rurikthar just gets bounced.
Yeah, Rurikthar will just get bounced by that Jace potentially.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah. So if Colton
Yeah.
had gone for Slayer Stronghold earlier, he could have a hasty Rurikthar.
I mean,
Alright.
he could still have it, right? Like, I mean, Colton doing the honorable thing and searching his own deck, but his opponent should have searched it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could do it either way.
I prefer to just let my opponent try to find them, so when they think they miscount, they like psych themselves out.
That is the the way to
I mean, that's why you just play all like 3 ofs and no 4 ofs. So when
Right,
your opponent just
right.
right. tries to do, they freak out because they're like, "Where's the 4th one?" Looked like when we were flipping through Colton's deck, we saw a copy of Hive Mind, which is a interesting win condition out of Amulet.
Yeah.
Significantly worse when you're down, what is it, 4/6 of your packs.
Okay, so Colton, like a master, after getting his Summoner's Pact Surgical, top deck the Primeval Titan.
Oh, this is just lethal, right?
He
he can-
no, because he has the.
You know, he can just play the
I mean, he
Vesuva
gets-
in the Sun
yeah.
Home, right, and just kill him. And the Vesuva. Oh.
This seems like Miss Lethal, right?
Yeah, right, because you can just play the Vesuva in the Sun Home.
Well, Sunhome. Well, he needs. No, yeah, he has enough mana because he has an untapped Simic Growth Chamber.
Yeah. I think you just bounce whatever.
Also, kind of surprising he didn't bounce the Jace.
Or attack the Jace. Yeah, I think you're
Alright.
just supposed to
I mean, the
Vesuva.
bog is not bad, obviously.
No, the bog's fine, but
yeah,
it's
but
definitely...
like could have. Maybe he didn't realize he had it in hand and just realized it as he was going for it. Like he thought it was in his deck.
Did he play? Well, did he play the Stronghold and the Boros Garrison this turn?
No, no, those came from the first trigger.
Yeah. Okay. This deck is so confusing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's kind of got him locked out, except like Jace can just bounce one of the creatures. Yeah.
And then Cryptic Command
So
just
Aaron
tap it next
is
turn.
if Aaron casts a spell, he's dead. So he has to remember to down tick Jace on the Rurikthar.
Yeah, I mean, the Rurikthar is giant and golden.
Hard to forget, but definitely done it. I've definitely cast spells into Rurikthar by accident. If you're not if it's a card you're not used to playing against, and it doesn't come up.
Alright, so he bounces the Rurikthar. And passes. So hopefully Colton does not cast any spells pre-combat.
Well, I think you can just cast Rurikthar. Oh, I guess, yeah, you can just cast Rurikthar because it's uncounterable. But I guess it still opens you up to get your team tapped by Cryptic
It's
Command.
not uncounterable.
No, because he's got a Cavern on Ogre.
Oh, he does? I missed
Yeah,
that.
he did put a Cavern on Ogre.
So you don't. You still can't respond to it.
Yeah,
right?
he could still counter tap with Cryptic, but like he could just.
I mean, he knows about the negate, right? Okay. So players just playing it out for the sake of playing it.
Just making sure you remember to cast his negate.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Forgot.
I mean,
I guess like he could have forced another force
yeah,
negation.
and if your opponent misses lethal the turn before, like maybe
Yeah.
they're
Yep.
more likely to miss, like casting their negate. Although I think that's pretty. That's why you bring in the negate, right?
Colton has left an amulet. There we go.
He retrieves his amulet. Dude, that is the worst when the blue-white opponent or anybody playing like mono-white O-ring tribal like it's
Shuffles
playing
your
the-
cards into their deck.
Well, they're playing the same. They have the same like sleeves as you,
Yeah.
and so it's just like impossible to tell when you're going to get your cards back.
All right, so now we're at 1-1.
Classic
Classic
blue-white.
blue-white. Do you think you? I mean, I feel like so a lot of the blue-white lists have been playing Monastery Mentor in the sideboard,
Yeah.
and that's a pretty fast clock. And I think that
Yeah, that top deck of the Titan was
yeah, the
pretty
top
lucky.
deck of the
Players
Titan
talking
was kind of
about that.
brutal. So there was a long time where I was like, I thought Colton was very far ahead, and then I thought Aaron had like totally swung it in his favor, and then Colton just ripped the Titan like a professional.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you play Amulet, right?
That is how you
just,
play
like-
Amulet. Actually, that's not totally fair because
No.
Amulet has a lot of redundancy.
Yeah, it has a
Um,
lot of redundancy, and the deck is like super hard.
Yeah,
It's
I think that's how you play Scape Shift. To be honest, if we're gonna be condescending,
Sure.
let's be condescending to
To-
the right people.
yeah, that's how you play Scape Shift. All right, I'm down.
But doesn't hurt in this spot either.
So it's like Colton mulling.
Does Mulligan. London Mulligan probably helps out the Amulet Titan deck
Oh,
quite a
seems
bit.
great for Amulet.
Yeah.
Oh, the best land in Modern.
Best land in Modern, Colonnade tapped.
So it looks like Colton's gonna lead off with a Tribe Scout.
Yep, Tribe Scout's reasonable. Gemstone Mine. Amulet.
Opt end of turn. Do you know if the Amulet list are still playing the one sorcery speed Tribe Scout? I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, sometimes it's a flex slot. You see, yeah. So apparently not, but oh, so Arboreal. So there's a new
Or it probably
new
just got
print.
yeah.
New print in War of the Spark, Arboreal Grazer,
Yeah.
that has replaced it for the most part.
That
03
makes
reach,
sense.
a little bit more relevant at body than a 1-1 at sorcery speed.
Yeah.
That makes
A
sense.
1/1 you have to untap with versus an 0/3 you can just
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted it, you could play a 1/1 and play like what is it, Elvish Explorer?
Yeah, like something nor Oh.
Oh. So
So
getting the Filler Rune by bouncing the target of the.
yeah, so Aaron tried to activate Field Ruin on Colton's land, and Colton responded by activating Tribe Scout, and
Since there's no target, it just fizzles and he wastes
yeah,
lands
so
himself.
he put in a bounce land and
Oh.
bounced the land that was targeting. So and now Aaron's missing land drops.
Bummer. That's so bad.
I was gonna say, so I was on a train of thought earlier. I was gonna say, It seems like having access to Monastery Mentor in your sideboard is really good in these kind of spots, because you can sometimes just cheese people with it, you know? When you're low on clock, I mean.
Yeah. You can just be like, all right, I'm gonna cast this Mentor on 3. I'm
And
gonna
hope
cast
it's
like 2 Ops and a Sarah
yeah,
Visions, and then I'm gonna kill you with these monks the next
yeah,
turn.
yeah,
Sure, that makes sense.
yeah. So I mean, I think, and that card just got a lot better with Force Negation because you could tap out
Yeah.
and protect it, but then untap with it. Very
Did he take the Bog off of the Ancient Stirrings?
I
I think
didn't
so.
see. I didn't
Ooh,
see.
Aaron moving to discard.
All right, so Aaron discarding a Teferi.
Looks like Aaron can cast Primeval Titan this turn.
Colton,
Which,
you mean?
yeah, sorry. Colton can cast Primeval Titan this turn, which might just be good enough.
Good. He might also want to try to transmute for a Cavern of Souls, but I guess there's not that much stuff Aaron can have at just 2 mana that counters a creature. So I think he's lining up the Dovin's Veto for the Summoner's Pact here.
You played your land drop naturally for turn, and you've got no mana and no mana.
Players confirming board state. Colton has no mana in pool and has played his land drop.
All right, we should
Getting-
confirm the extra time.
Yeah, I will be. I'm gonna go talk to
All right.
Adam about that. I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
we'll get the extra time sorted out because time and round just got called.
I believe so.
All right, so we're gonna get the time figured out. So Aaron casting a Surgical Extraction on Tolaria West. All right, so we're gonna get them 3 extra minutes here. Should we?
So it looks like.
Oh, he's gonna reset the clock.
Oh.
Yep.
So it looks like Colton is setting up a line where he can play Cavern on Giant and then go from there.
Possibly. He just got his Tolaria West Surgically Extracted
Extraction.
while you were sorting out the time.
Sure. Is there just the 2 copies?
There's a
3
third one
copies.
in exile. So
Is Aaron thinking about further game actions from here, or
seems like it.
hopefully players don't tank too long since they're not on turns and the clock actually matters.
The clock does actually matter. So he found his land drop. Maybe he's thinking about deploying a Monastery Mentor if he has it, but decides not to. Probably going to be hard to beat Cavern of Souls plus Primeval Titan in hand. What's the last card? Is that a Hornet Queen? I don't think there's a Hornet Queen in this matchup.
It is a hard queen.
It is a Hornet Queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just makes a lot of bodies.
So probably just increasing threat density in the
Yeah.
face of Surgical Extraction. Makes sense. I always think a Hornet Queen might be like a card you'd want in like, creature matchups, but this definitely seems reasonable to have another threat in here.
So you cast that off Cavern of Souls. Yes. It's good.
Alright, so Aaron
So it
clarifying that the prime time did get cast off the Cavern mana. And
So
I think Aaron has a path. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say I think Aaron has a path.
Yeah.
So if
we
he
both
can path
thinking
it
the
this
same thing.
turn, if he can path it this turn and then snap path it the next turn. So there's like a window here where maybe like you're supposed to bounce the Bajuka Bog.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, unknown card is negate.
Dovin's Veto the negate. After sacrificing, I'll go to 17.
So it's like Aaron's gonna fetch an island. Cast Dovin's Veto on the negate. So Aaron's surviving another turn. I don't super understand how he's going to deal with this Hornet Queen. It's not the fastest clock. It is only 6 a turn, so he is...
Right, so he might be able to salvage a
So
draw here.
if the clock ends in Colton's turn, he has enough turns, but if the clock ends in Aaron's turn, he doesn't because he's won.
Right.
Well,
it's
so he could Slayer Stronghold there, right? But does he have enough mana to like play it otherwise? I guess probably with the Amulet.
I
and the
mean,
bounce
it also
land.
just increases the clock in subsequent turns.
Oh,
Just
sure.
really more
yeah,
damage.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe he has. I don't know if he has enough to do haste. I mean, it doesn't really. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna let the players know that Colton's turn is turn 0.
Hey, Colton, your turn 0. Can't get out of this fucking. Hey, Colton, your turn 0. All right, so.
Turn 0. You got it.
Oh, the D sphere.
Give her haste. She has haste. Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, Colton probably doesn't have the Horny Queen tokens because they're like $2 a Hornet.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're like actually one of the most expensive tokens.
I mean, $2 not that.
No, but they're literally like they're not game cards; they're just tokens.
Right. In the world of Magic, $2 a token.
Oh, I saw these sweet tokens on Etsy yesterday. They're whiteboard tokens.
Fairy Time Raveler.
Oh, he doesn't have Detention Sphere. He has the Time Raveler.
No, I thought he had Detention Sphere.
Seems like he would just snap that off on the tokens if he had it, right?
Probably.
Oh, he does have it.
Maybe he's setting up the long game where he tries to. So we are going into turn 2.
I guess. Well, let's see. 4 plus 6, 6. He
I
can't
mean-
really kill it. I guess he has exactly enough turns to kill him, assuming that Aaron has literally nothing, right? Like, because he gets to hit for 6. No, he doesn't. He literally can't kill him.
6 and 6. No, you
Yeah.
can't kill him.
Yeah, so maybe he just didn't de-sphere the tokens because there's not really.
I mean, like the Teferi is maybe better. You can't lose Counter Wars. Man, having those Teleria West Surgical was so brutal.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way he could have sequenced where he Bajuka bogged the path before.
I was thinking about it. I didn't see one.
Yeah, maybe not.
Sure, I go to 11.
Maybe last turn he could have like played a bounce land, bounced the Bajuka Bog.
Yeah.
But then he didn't have another land drop because he doesn't have a Zeus in play.
Right, right.
So there's not really like a way to bounce.
So now
it
he gets to
and get-
cast Instant Speed of Wrath if he wants to. If he has
Sweet.
Supreme Verdict. Can't Instant Speed of Detention Sphere. Alright, turn 4.
This looks like it's gonna be a draw.
Yeah.
Yes. Counterattack it too.
So he can attack for 6 with Snap and Colonnade. Alright, so that one will end in a draw. How do you think that game... I feel like the blue-white was actually controlled that time, but last time we thought that, and Amulet Titan just one top deck away from...
I mean, he was one top deck away there too, right? He
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm
needed-
saying. So I don't know. It's hard to say who was ahead.
Yeah.
I had the feeling blue-white was ahead in that game, and I also had that feeling in game 2, but then blue-white ended up losing, so
I feel like when he surgical the Teleria West, he was
pretty far ahead.
pretty far ahead. Yeah. Because your Primeval Titans can't generate any more value at that point, right? It's just a one Primeval Titan and it like tries to attack you.
Yeah.
If you have a removal spell or a counter for it, you're like good.
Alright, so
it
we got
looks like
pairings, so we'll be
pairings
back
for round
with
3.
a new match shortly here.
All right.
See you soon.